All right, so game 7 here, vVv Seohyung versus Gosu's DDE here on Metropolis. It is going to be a Terran versus Terran as Seohyung spawning as the blue Terran player here at the 3 o'clock position. Meanwhile, Gosu's DDE spawning as the red Terran player at the 9 o'clock position. And if the last game was any indication of DDE's skills, he definitely does know how to tough it out and take a winning advantage if he is a little bit behind.
Yeah, I think So Young's actually really been playing well the last several months. You know, he joined, we weren't quite sure what to expect from him. He had some early sort of cheesy type games, more tactical games, I guess you could call them, especially in his TBZ, but he's been really on the ball the last several weeks, so I would definitely be comfortable as vVv to leave him as the last player and to take on a player of DD's caliber.
All right, so far we don't see anything too out of the ordinary as of yet. Scouting should get started. Yeah, Seohyung has been playing well, as Matron mentioned, but I haven't seen a lot of his Terran versus Terran, so I don't quite know what to expect. DDE not a regular on Wednesday Night StarCraft. I do know that Gosu is often challenged, but it rarely comes down to their ace players sometimes.
Right.
And so we're really, vVv is really just practicing very hard, preparing for MLG Anaheim, and forcing a best of 7 coming down here to its final game.
Yeah, the more I'm reading about MLG Anaheim, the more I want to go. So sounds like it's going to be a really good one.
Yeah, it does promise to be a very, very, just a very good MLG, especially with Blizzard showcasing the Heart of the Swarm multiplayer,
Right.
as Seohyung is opening up with a barracks first, not a barracks, a command center first. So a very, very aggressive expansion now coming in as the SCV may get taken down. This is going to be a huge loss for Seohyung. The SCV does go down.
Yeah, crazy that it didn't just, micro that. The SCV can't really catch each other and keep attacking. They have to pause, so he could have canceled there, started on with the more healthy SCV and then transitioned from there. But instead, DD already getting first blood there, taking down the SCV for So Young, and now he's 50 minerals behind.
Yeah, also transitioning into Reapers, and DDE now with the one with the tactical play.
Yeah.
He may be trying to go for a Reaper expand, and against a command center first, that would be extremely effective. The Reaper already about 5 seconds away from being completed. You see that we're 5 seconds away from having our first barracks down, and a Marine versus a Reaper. Unless you have superior numbers, the Reaper can really do a lot of damage rather quickly.
Yeah, and yeah, here comes the bunker. I was about to say, if DD is able to complete a bunker, he's got nothing that can take on a bunker with a Reaper in it. Just SCVs and a Marine or two. Not going to fare so well against that Reaper. And now it looks like a bunker will be canceled, but already just one Marine, and actually the Reaper taking a ton of damage. DD losing control of that Reaper. And the Marine, just one Marine, might actually be able to fend off this Reaper now. He's got a few more Marines coming out, and really big misplay there by DDE. He's not going to be able to do any damage with this Reaper.
Yeah, DDE, it looked like he was just in control of the game, lost control of that Reaper. He also has a second Reaper as well. He is going for double more Reapers. Apparently, really liking the Reaper in this matchup. And all we're really going to see from Seohyung is a lot more Marines. We don't have any gas from Seohyung just quite yet. He is building his refinery, but it will be a little bit delayed, as the Reaper may be able to jump in from the backside. A bunker is going to be placed down now, and the Reapers, or the Marines, are all in a key position where a Reaper could normally jump in from, except for this really small area behind the destructible rocks. Actually, can a Reaper jump from there?
I'm not quite sure, but more Reapers coming out, so he's going to continue with this, and it looks like he's coming out with Hellions as well, so Reaper Hellion pretty good against all Marines, but will Seohyung just be safe enough? Already spreading out his Marines, so Reaper's not going to be able to get into his base at any angle here, it looks like.
Yeah, so far a lot more units being added. A tech lab by Seohyung, and Seohyung seeing the amount of Reapers responding with 2 additional barracks. And I like this play. He's responding to the early aggressive nature of DDE. We still don't see a command center, but Seohyung is playing in the dark. He only has his corner of the map revealed at all.
Yeah, I mean, basically the advantage of losing that or killing that early SCV was negated by the fact that the SCV from DDE came across the map to scout, and So Hyung hasn't scouted yet, so he's just rocking and rolling, doing his thing with these, looks like 4 racks now, stim just starting, so he's gonna have some sort of timing here that he's gonna hit against an opponent he's basically blind on.
All right, so this SCV was able to slip out from So Hyung, so So Hyung will not be blind for much longer, but is he going to expect Mass Reapers and Hellions is the key question here. There are a lot of Marines, and are we going into Marauders? No Marauders, just getting Stim, and I believe Marauders would be the all-important unit. DDE staying just outside of sight range, and here we go, the Reapers now going to try to engage the Marines, and the Reapers battling it out. Hellions now being placed down, as we are going to get Marines up on the high ground as well. Both sides trying to engage. A lot of units are getting destroyed. SCVs coming off the mineral line. Who can come out on top?
Slaughter here. This Hellion is doing so much damage, taking down a ton of SCVs. And wow, 28 to 28 after So Hyung had such an advantage. He's got nothing coming out. He's going to have to use all of his SCVs, but they're in a line. They're going to take a lot of damage from these Hellions. Hellion doing their best to kite against these SCVs, staying alive. The medevac doing his best to heal up the Reaper a little bit. But there's the G from So Hyung, and if you don't scout, you can't counter. And a brilliant tactical play there by DDE. DDE giving its Gosu the win here, 4-3 on Wednesday Night StarCraft.